Cade, over here to your right. In the immediate aftermath, what emotions are you feeling, and what will stick with you from this series?
The immediate one is disappointment. We felt good about this series, so to not pull it out hurts. But that feeling will stick with us throughout the summer. My dog. That feeling will stick with us throughout the summer, and our workouts and conversations and everything. We'll be back and better.
Okay, team was up 7, obviously late. What was tough with the Knicks down the stretch that made it difficult to close this one out?
I mean, they made a couple tough shots, along with gave them some second chances. That was, not just not coming up with the ball, and then we missed some shots. So all of those things allowed them to get back in it, and then obviously a big shot there.
And then coming into this series, there was a lot of talk about this team not having playoff experience, being young, but it goes 6. I mean, every single game was incredibly close. Did this feel like a young team to you just through the series compared to before? And I guess how much did you feel like this team grew up and matured as the series went on?
You saying did I feel like we were a young team?
Yeah. Did you feel like this was an experienced team just based on the way you guys were able to make every single game close and compete against a 3 seed?
We were playing the same brand of basketball, so I think that it wasn't like we were doing anything new. We had experience playing like that. It was just little things that got away from us, ball not bouncing our way, and then us just not executing certain details that we wanted to execute. So I thought it was a great experience for us as a young team. I didn't feel like we were too inexperienced to win that series, though.
Okay, what's the difference between playoff and regular season basketball? Just from actually going through it, actually experiencing, what's the biggest difference?
I'd say the physicality is up, and just the attention to detail. Every possession means a lot more in postseason than the regular season. So, you just have to do everything stronger, faster, and a little more together.
Okay, it's the third coach, in your career thus far. Kind of talk about the impact and leadership of J.B. Biggerstaff going on this ride into the postseason.
Man, he's been amazing. He's done so many things. Obviously his X's and O's, putting us in the right positions, allowing us to play to our strengths has been, is what allowed us to have the year that we had. But the way that he inspired us every day, the way that he pushed us, I mean, I've never been a part of anything like that, a group that was so willing to buy in. So he means a lot to the whole group. We wanted to play hard for him every night. We wanted to succeed for him every night. So couldn't ask for nothing better than that. A coach like that that believes in you, that pushes you at the same time, and is also, has basketball genius where he can make plays and get you points on his own.
Cade, obviously not the outcome you wanted, but you individually had an all-star season. Bees just mentioned this was the closest team he'd been a part of in his time in the league. JB mentioned just how he couldn't have been more proud of you. What individually would you say you're most proud of this season?
I'd say the jump in leading the team. I think that's the main thing. Helping my teammates succeed. That's the thing I get the most joy from. I think I did the best job I have since I've been in the NBA with that, as far as getting guys in the right position, getting them the ball in their spots on time, allowing them to do their thing. So that's what I'm most proud of this year is the way that I've taken a step in that. And I think, it's only going to get better. I still got a lot of work to do this summer.
Cade, you said after Game 4 that you were learning more in the 4 games of the playoffs than you had learned in the whole regular season. Now that you've done 6 and it's been a loss, what did you learn the most that will be applied to make sure that next year this team goes further than the first round, and isn't satisfied, just making the playoffs? What's some of those little lessons that you learned from this experience?
I've learned a lot, so I'd hate to downplay, something. I mean, there's a lot of things that I feel like just the attention to detail, how much each possession matters, is the main thing. So many times, you know, I have a turnover and I just wish I could get that play back, things like that. You know, those are the ones that, you know, you just can't get back in playoff basketball. So, but there's so many things, and a lot of them has to do with our system and our personnel and the ways that, you know, we can succeed. But I think that's the main thing, is just, you know, making sure that every play put your best foot forward.
Cade, you guys won, I know it stings right now, but you guys won 14 games last year, and here you are in a competitive first-round series. What do you feel like you proved to the rest of the league collectively, but also what do you think you proved to yourselves this season?
Yeah, we proved to ourselves that what we have in the room works and can be very successful in the NBA. I think at the same time we proved that to the rest of the league as well. You know, that when they come play Detroit, it's going to be a dogfight, and you're going to have to play the whole 48. If you get up early on, we're going to find our way back into the game and give ourselves a shot to win every night. So, you know, I think that's the thing that the whole league is taking notice to, and you know, just the belief in the room, in the locker room has grown a ton. Appreciate y'all.